up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 The Secret of the Ooze Professor Jordan Perry figure. Now I ordered this from the NECA store, and that's how I was able to pick this particular figure up, because that's the only way you can pick up this 2-pack of Professor Jordan Perry. It's from like the NECA store. So yeah, I ordered this and it just came. Now of course this is based like on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 The Secret of the Ooze film, which I do have a copy of right here on VHX, and I had this since it came on this. And of course, like I mentioned before, I did get to see this in the theaters like 2 times, or The Secret of the Ooze like 2 times. Now I also have like this 5 film collection right here. This also has like The Secret of the Ooze film. But yeah, I'm definitely happy about having this particular figure, and I'm finna get into this right now. As you can see, this is the box that contains the 2-pack of Professor Jordan Perry. So this is how he looks like on the inside. You have an image of him at the top with the turtles. There's an image of him in the hazmat type suit. You have him like in his scientist, or you can say professor outfit. They also said, because I know he had David Warner, he had passed away in 2022, the year before these were released. It does say in memory of him, the actor. I know he's also in films like Titanic, even like a couple of the Star Trek movies too, Tron too as well, you know. Now it says that this includes interchangeable hands, full TGI canister, empty TGI canister, hard hat, lab equipment, clipboard, and 2 pairs of glasses. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna open this right now. Now this is the background. It comes to Professor Jordan Perry. This is at the lab. Okay, there's the Professor Perry 2-pack. Well, both figures, so I'm gonna measure them too. So let me try the him in his lab outfit first. I must submit already, I think these are some of the best figures I have ever seen from like NECA. No kidding. So I'm gonna measure him right now. And he is like over 7 inches. Like, you know, the typical 7-inch NECA figure. Then here's the one in the hazmat suit, and he's like over 7 inches too, as you can see. Alright, I want to do the articulation of likeness for Professor Perry, like in this particular outfit. Since this is what he mostly is in throughout the film. So yeah, now I must admit, I think the likeness to David Warner is done very good on this figure. It really looks like him. It's kind of sad that he had just passed away too, like the year before. Kind of like whoa, and I knew he had the figure on the way too as well. So I was kind of like, you know, like kind of like sad when you think about it, how he didn't get to make his figure. But I think the likeness to him is pretty solid on this figure from like NECA. Even like the design of his clothes, cause you can see like his TGR badge right here, and it's like sculpted on too as well. It's like a separate piece. Actually, it does like it can be pulled off if you want, but you can tell it's like designed, like sculpted onto his coat. Of course, you know, you can kind of open this up and see like his suspenders like underneath too. There's also TGI on the back of his lab coat too as well. And these are the shoes that he has on. I noticed also that his body seems to be kind of like loose too, if I'm not mistaken. Now his head can turn left, right. He can kind of look up and he can kind of look down. So yeah, but I think this is a pretty solid likeness to the actor David Warner. I think it's pretty cool. Now his arms can go up to about, I don't want to force him, but like they can go up to about right there. It does like he has a double band too. So he does have a double band like in his arm. Hands can turn too. I know some of his paint is flaking off too, like on the lab coat. I see like some white paint. You can kind of split. And he does have a band in the leg. Looks like it's almost a double bend because you can get that much range in, as you can see. I know his body seems to be kind of loose too. The feet can turn and rock. Yeah, he even has like a rock in it too. It's not real tight. I noticed that the figure itself is like loose too. It's not real tight. That's nothing I noticed kind of about it. It's not like real like tight like a lot of NECA figures be. So I think that's pretty cool. But I think that really is a solid figure. And from my opinion, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe this could be one of the best figures I've ever seen from NECA too. Now up next I want to talk about the hazmat version of the professor, which we won't really see him in this outfit that much. But this is how he looks, and he does have the lab coat badge right here again too as well. TGR on the back of this. And this is his face sculpt too. I think it's cool that we get like another head sculpt for him too. For Perry, or you could say David Warner. So I'm sure you could like interchange these heads if you wanted to. So this one has more of like a calm type of expression. These are the shoes that he wearing. Of course they have peg holes. You can see that he does have on that same like shirt and bow tie underneath too. I think that's pretty cool. And his head can turn left, right, you know, it can look up, tilt, down. And again, I noticed that these the bodies are loose, like they're not real stiff like, you know, like a lot of the NECA figures be. And there he does, like his arms, you know, they can go up to about that high. He does have a bend, double bend like in his arm. Of course the hand can turn all the way around. And he does have a bend in the leg, just like it's only one. Yeah, one now that I can really see it on this particular version. Cause you know, you can kick out and so on. You can kind of even ab crunch somewhere up tight. And again, I think the likeness to David Warner is done very well on these figures. I think NECA really knocked it out the park with these. They really do look like the actor. So I think that's pretty cool. Now I want to move on through the accessories that come with the NECA Professor Perry figure. Up first I want to talk about the hard hat right here. As you can see that will go with this particular version. This is how it looks. So yeah, I guess if you want, you can just take this like, you could put it on him like this. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So there's his hat on. I think that was kind of awesome. And there's also like a clipboard too, nicely detailed clipboard, and I believe you probably can read this too. Like it's actually like writing on it, as you can see. But there's no question he can even hold this, I'm sure. Let me see. Yeah, you can stick it on his hand like that. Tie if you want like display on like this. So that's pretty cool. Now he has tons of accessories, so I'm going to just take my time, because I think this stuff, I won't even know a lot of this stuff is called, but he also gets like this way is like an alternate right hand. I guess you can interchange this between both versions of Perry, like this alternate right hand. But here's like some lab equipment too, so I don't even know if this stuff would even be called. So as you can see, this is one. And I think it will go inside this right here, like this little stand, because you can't take it and sit it right on here like that, as you can see. And it just sits, like if you have a table or whatever, you can just sit it like that. So I think that's pretty cool. And here's like another piece of lab equipment. Like I said, I won't even know what all this stuff is called. So it's just some of it. There's still like tons more of it as well. And as you can see, there's like the remainder of the lab equipment that comes with Professor Perry. It's like tons of stuff. Like I said, I wouldn't even know what you would call like a lot of this stuff, but it's like a lot of stuff, which I think is cool, because if you have like a table or something, you can put like all this on top of the table. So I think that's pretty cool. I noticed this one is kind of like articulated too. I think it's probably like a cord or something. in this particular version. And I think something could probably sit on this, because here's another one of those like stand things. And then another thing I noticed too is these right here, like the tubes. These right here like articulated. You can like I think you can push them up. Cause like I saw one here, like you can pull them out. Yeah, you can actually pull these on out of this. You can pull these on out. As you can see, I took that one out, and it goes back in. So I think that's pretty cool. And of course, as usual, for like a lot of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures from NECA, we get like some mutagen TGR canisters. Like this one has the Ooze in it, and this one is like empty. Doesn't like you can remove them or anything. So you got an empty one and one full one. Then you also get like a this time like a, they're both left hands, like another left hand. So he has like two alternate right hands, Professor Perry. That's the only hands that we get. But yeah, I think it's cool that we get so many accessories like that. I think that's pretty awesome. And then lastly, Professor Perry gets 2 pair of glasses. I think this is pretty cool. And they are like different too. Like you got these pair right here. Then you also have like a pair that's like real thinner. Like they're like thinner than those. You could tell it's like a difference in them. I don't know if it's showing up well. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna see if I can put one on him. I guess you would just squeeze these on in somewhere. So let's see. And I'm sure they're like fragile, so I'm gonna be kind of careful with them. And I managed to get the glasses on that pair. There's like these like slots on either side of his hair, like right around like this, ear, where you can push like the glasses on in. I try to be careful too, it's like they can be, like they can break. It seems like they're kind of fragile, Now I want to compare the Professor Perry figures from NECA with some of my other NECA figures from based on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Secret of the Ooze. So yeah, here's the NECA Professor Perry with the NECA Secret of the Ooze Ninja Turtles too. It's an awesome collection. Of course, these definitely do go well together. And I think NECA really did do a good job with these particular figures as usual, like the Ninja Turtles like line. Okay, there's the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, Professor Perry 2-pack set. I think these are some awesome figures, and the likeness to like David Warner on these as Professor Perry has done very good for my opinion. It really is like a good likeness to David Warner. Sadly, he had just passed away like the year before. These were like he died in 2022, so I was like, whoa, that was kind of like a surprise. I know he was in films like Tron, Titanic, even like a couple of the Star Treks, even like tons of like other films too as well. But of course, this is also based on the 1991 film Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze, which I do have right on the VHS cassette. I had this ever since it came to video. And I also saw this in the theaters like 2 different times too. Like when it was originally released like in 1991, I remember going to see this 2 different times, like in the movie theater. I also have it as part of this like a 5-film collection too. But yeah, I picked this up from the NECA store because if I'm not mistaken, that's the only way you can pick these on up is at the NECA store. So you have to order these like online. These aren't available like in retail stores like Walmart or Target. You have to order these like online. And it's been there for like a while, like for pre-order, but now it's like officially available. If you like order it now, it'll just come right on. So yeah, I would definitely recommend picking these on up. These are like some awesome figures, and the articulation on the figures is very good. I also noticed that these figures were very like loose, like they wasn't really tight, like the usual like NECA figures be like stiff and tight, or where you have to kind of loosen them. These were kind of like loose, like they weren't hard to bend or turn or anything like that. But anyway, I do notice I was having trouble getting the glasses like on him too. It's kind of hard to get the glasses like on him. So I would like be careful with those too, because they could be like fragile too as well. Cause sure if you fell over and those on, it might break too, But anyway, I would definitely recommend picking these on up. So again, this is the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze, Professor Jordan Perry figures. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.